Good morning. It is 7:08, so I'm a little behind this morning. Sorry about that. But today we are going to make our rustic blueprint door hanger that we make for our gals. And I thought today let's just talk about our rustic blueprint box because obviously I don't talk about it a lot and that's my fault. So let's dive in and let's make something. And this is my sample of the first time that I painted this. So that being said, let me get my camera a little bit better. So that being said, we are actually going to make it a little bit different this next time. This is 3 coats of my paint. Is underneath here, of course. 3 coats of Tuscan red. We have our 3 coats of Snow White, and of course we're always using Americana. You can use whatever paint you want. And then we're just using the black, they call it lamp ebony. And those are the 3 colors that I have chosen for this. I did not put any green on it. I will show you how, if you want to add some little bit of greenery, you can take some greenery and put it up here underneath the bow, or you can put it down here at the bottom. So it's whatever you guys are wanting to do to add to yours. This is what's included when you get your rustic blueprint box. And you're going to get all the raw material, and I did not bring the little piece of paper that we include so you know when to go get your paints at Hobby Lobby or Walmart or wherever you are able to get your paints for yours. We do not include the paints on the rustic blueprint boxes just because you may want to paint it a different color. You do get the wire, which is back here. You get the bow and a button or a jingle bell or whatever is the accent piece to your rustic blueprint box. So I have decided we're going to make it more primitive country, and I am going to use our 3M sanding block. I can put this in the comments below to get it from Amazon, and you just get your sandpaper, and it's a light grit to just make everything look really more rustic. You can use your wax, you can do whatever you want on there. So let's go ahead and let's paint the circle. I do have my glue gun plugged in, and I have my dryer ready to go. I am going to use that Rapid Fuse, and I will put this in the link below after this video also on where to get this. If you do want to go buy it at Walmart, they have moved it to the automotive department, and you can buy it at Menards. And actually, I'll be honest with you, I have not found it at Menards for a while. I've been buying it at Walmart, or I've been buying it from Amazon, because if they're out at Walmart, I go to Amazon, because those are the only 2 places I know where I can get it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these 2 pieces off, and actually I'm just going to put them off to the side because we're going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and paint the back. And I am going to still paint the back red. So we're going to go ahead and go to town. And I always tell the girls that when you are going to paint, don't just go on here, because wherever that sits, it is going to go ahead and it's going to just dry in that spot, and you are going to see that. And as you can see, when Minnie made this, she did give you some little divots, so they're going to be a little bit deeper, so we have a little bit of dimension on our circle that we have cut for you. And then, as you can see, you gals that have not received a rustic blueprint box before, you are missing out. Mindy goes ahead and gives you a light burn to tell you exactly where your positioning needs to be, and so you know that it's centered. Because I'll be honest with you, I will put stuff together and sometimes I have it off. So I always tell my gals during a class that that's just Sonia's silly spot that Mindy provides for her mom to know where to place things. The way we're going to make this one, I am actually only going to paint it twice, not 3 times, because I don't want that solid perfection in there, because we are going to use that sandpaper. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, we may just do 1, because we want it to be a little bit more just a sanding, a little more country looking. And then go ahead and just pull that over here. And This is a paintbrush that I have bought at Walmart, and I always call these my paintbrush on steroids. I believe I have them on my Amazon page, so I can put that link on there also. And it just makes the painting go a lot faster. I love the thickness of a paintbrush, and honestly, I like older paintbrushes better than new paintbrushes. And I know that sounds really silly. I like the stiffer brushes. I think my coverage is better. I would love to know from you guys if you like newer paintbrushes or if you like older paintbrushes. But I am an older paintbrush kind of gal. And when you are painting that, make sure you get your paint in that little crease that Mindy has provided for you guys. Actually, I think we're only going to paint this once, since I'm going to use the sanding block. Okay, I think this is looking good. And if you guys like the green, do red, green, and white, or red, green, and black. If you are one that likes to change your decor colors and you want to leave it just plain Jane, just go black, white, and an off-white, so it's just generic. Or if you just have your standard colors that you decorate with every year, then change them to those colors. Just remember, depending on if you're going to use a sanding block or if you are going to paint it solid, make sure that you are getting your coverage that you want. And just remember, if you think it looks really good and you're like, 2 coats is fine, you don't need to do 3, and if you're not going to sand it, it may look good in the section where you're painting it, but once you get it away and you get the sunlight on it, you're going to see the imperfection spots on it, and you're going to be like, oh, I wish I would have painted it one more time. So I'm going to go ahead, while we have it right here, I'm just going to go ahead and just dry it so we can see, to make sure I just going to do 1 coat. Who does not love crafting first thing in the morning? Or watch Sonia craft first thing in the morning? Okay, and again, if you, okay, let's get that in there really good. And again, if you're gonna let this just air dry, just set it off to the side and then move on to the next one. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just, I'm gonna move my one that I've got completed off to the side so we don't mess that one up. Okay, so this is, you can definitely tell, you know, there are some places where it's imperfected, but that's okay because we're gonna use a sanding block and that is okay. So we're gonna let that just set off to the side. And let's go ahead and let's do our circle. And the circle, I just went ahead and I got a brush about like this. If you want to do the foam brush, and then the girls, I believe they got, I can't remember if I got them on foam brush or not. These I definitely buy on Amazon because they're just awesome. And they are like beauty makeup application sponges is what they are. So if you know a source to go get those, go grab them. So I'm just gonna leave this down. And this black, again, we're just gonna do 1 coat because we're gonna sand it. Now, if you're not going to sand it, you're gonna do 2 coats. The Rustic Blueprint box is a box and it's $45. It comes to your door or you can stop by and pick it up. It's a deal. And after the first of the year, I am finally gonna get it turned into a membership. It's just been a little crazy to get my pooping group to get everything completed on my to-do list. So that will be a lot more fun. You can join now and we're just going to convert everything over to a membership, which means we'll get you on a private Facebook group where we can share our finished pieces with each other. And also, if I find something new and exciting and I want to share it with you guys, then it's just within our group, because some of the people that shop at the patch, they're just shoppers. Some of the girls that are at the patch are shoppers and creators and designers. And some people may not be interested in those kind of things, so we're just going to make it in our own little group, which I'm super excited about. Again, it will be after the first of the year. Mindy and I are kind of running in circles right now, which is fun and exciting all at the same time. A little stressful, but hey, 'tis a season to be jolly and molly. And one thing I do love about Christmas time, I love putting gifts together for people. I love, love, love that. I love seeing dads come in and shop with their kids for mom. And sometimes I can look into their profile to see what candle the mom's got prior, so the little ones know that they bought the right candle for mom. And sometimes they just say, I like this one for mom, so they'll switch it up. Okay, so here is the solid coat, and I would, just go ahead and go along. And if you did get a little bit of a goober or you didn't get it smooth enough, just go ahead and go around one more time and where it is finished. And the girls, I always tell them, if you put too much paint on your plate, go ahead and just put that paint back in there. If it hasn't sat for more than 10 minutes, you should be okay. But if it's longer than that, honestly, I just let it go, because the thing is that it dries enough, it gets in the jug, and then the next thing you know, you've got a clump of dry paint coming out and it's messy. Okay, so that one is done. So again, we're just gonna set this off to the side, and I'm gonna put it right over here. And then we're going to grab our Merry Christmas. And this is where that little sponge is gonna come in handy. And if you are, I like to paint a lot in my bleach sand and not white, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to suffer through. White is just white. Okay, so the way that the sponge works, you're going to go ahead and just dab it and you're going to pull it, okay? And you're just going to go to town. And the other thing is, if you want to, we can cut this in half and it may be a little bit easier. You don't want to get very much paint in there because it will dribble over to the side and then you're not going to be happy. So less is better. And again, you're just going to pull and then just start tapping. And there's no right or wrong way of tapping, just to make sure that you just don't have a lot in there. And the other thing is, you just want the sponge to do the work, not your hand, not your wrist. Do not put extra pressure on it, because that is when that will squeeze out. Because remember, this is a sponge and sponges do absorb. And when you put pressure on it, that will increase the paint that is being received out of your sponge, okay? And you're just gonna go along. And what I like to kind of do is I like to just keep tapping. If I am going to the next letter and I feel like there is just a little bit not enough coverage where that sponge was touching down, I like to go back again and just go over it really quick, because that's where my eye is following. And you're just going to keep tapping and tapping and tapping, okay? And when it comes to this one, we are actually going to look at it. We may do it twice just because it is the white. And honestly, we probably will do it twice. And again, if you want your center to be black letters and you want your circle to be white, you are more than happy to do that. And then just change your polka dots on in the middle. And you don't have to put the polka dots in the middle that we showed you earlier either. And you guys that usually watch me do lives for any of my crafting that I do, this is a different angle for you. But for my Rustic Blueprint box girls, I do the overview, and I am going to try to get Mark. He's just been super busy with his job. He's been on the road a lot, and I am going to try to get a permanent overhead positioning, so it's easier for, if you guys like the overhead, where you can see it a lot closer up versus not seeing my face every morning when we do crafting. We can make sure that we're going that other direction. But I just want to make sure that it's good for you guys, you can see. So if you are like, man, how did she do that? Because I couldn't see it. We can make that camera view any way for you guys. And sometimes it's better if it's bigger to go farther away. But again, we want to make sure that you guys are being able to see what you are making, if it's easier to do it overhead. And the other thing is, you could do, if you want this more solid, you could just take polka dots and accent and spots. and we will show you how to do the accenting with the polka dots. If you are new watching me live this morning, welcome. We'd love to know where you're from. If you are from Kearney, still just give you a heart, comment below. I would love to know where you guys are coming from. I love doing DIYs with you guys. And I really had some ideas that I wanted to do, and we had a class last night at the store, and I'm like, okay, it's just Rustic Blueprint time, because I really want people to know what we offer, because it is so much fun. And we've had people say, oh, can I get that? I was like, I can't. It's just the Rustic Blueprint gals. And I said, I'm sorry, but if you want to be on board to see what you get next month, go for it. And again, I do apologize. I know some of you girls do not have yours. The Postal Service is just a little bit backed up. I know Tammy that's watching, I know she commented this morning, she really wished she had hers, and I hopefully do. We do have tracking numbers, and we had one of our gals, and I sent her some dips, and it actually took 8 days to get to her, and it was not that far away. I could have drove it to her faster. And it will not give you a day, it just says arriving late, and that's it. I did call her, she did get her dips on Friday, so she could have it for her entertaining on Sunday, so we were lucky there. Tammy, I hope you get yours today in the mail. I do, again, apologize, guys, that it is the Christmas season, and they're doing all they can, and I know that our UPS driver and our FedEx man, their trucks are exceedingly full of packages, so remember, be patient, be kind. It is a season. Okay, I'm liking that. How are you guys thinking? I got pretty much 2 coats, and I just rearranged and just went over it one more time. Okay, so let's go ahead, since we have this one here, let's go ahead and dry it. And I'm going to pick this up just because I have my little, and what I use underneath, if you guys want to know what this is just a puppy pad, and it just absorbs my paint if I spill. If you have an old towel in your house, that works just as well. When I am at the store and I am, see, it melts that right there. When I'm at the store and I'm working on projects, I actually have old towels that I have just because I'm doing so much, and they're really gross and disgusting, and you really don't want to see those. Okay, again, just a refresher on paints. You got Tuscan Red, you have black, and you have Snow White. They do have a warm white. And there, I can actually tell you that there is a lot of difference between a warm white. The new green I really, really love. It's called Lush Green. I love this color. Everything that I do right now in green is this color. And I've been doing avocado. And if you want 2 different colors of green, avocado and Lush are beautiful together. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now that everything is painted and we got 2 coats, and this is kind of like 2.5, you're going to go in, you're going to get your 3M. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to rough this up. This is when it gets fun, guys. And you're just going to, and if you're an up and down, or if you're side by side, whatever you want to do is fine. So just remember that whatever direction you start, stay going the same direction, okay? So if you can see, I should have got a clean pad. I got a little bit of red, what I used last time, which I don't even remember. I got a little bit as we started going, but it will rub off, okay? And just keep going up and down. And you can put pressure on there to get in those little grooves. This is gonna look so cute. I'm gonna go in, well, no, I'm gonna leave this here because I'm gonna catch all my goobers. And remember, just put a little pressure with your hand and then just keep going. And just little rubs here and there. Don't you just love how this is looking? And always feel free to turn it around so you get that same groove going. Now, this one, you can apply a little bit of pressure on the outer perimeter just because you have a little bit more surface, and where you don't have any like this. Be really careful here just because you don't want it to snap. We don't want your Christmas to break. And again, sorry that this has got to you a little late with all of the activities. Mindy and I were just
I mean, we didn't drop the ball by any means, but and if you get this baby painted, it's good. And the other thing is, if you ever get one you don't like, I would love to have feedback. And I would love to have feedback if there's something that you would love to see us design for you. We have done a shelf setter before, and that was a lot of fun, and it was all sunflowers. So it may not always be a door hanger, because, you know, you can only have so many door hangers. Okay. And again, just keep pushing very carefully. And you don't have to get every letter perfect. And you are more than welcome to get some scratched your surface a little bit more. Okay, then go ahead, take a paper towel, and then just go ahead and rub that along. Don't get it wet, just leave it dry. The blow dryer may end up doing it too, I don't know. You can see those little particles just going in the air. Yep. Okay, that is how that looks sanded. Are you loving that? I would love to know yes or no. So there we are done. And as you can see, when we did that sponge, there's no dribbles on the side. It's nice, it's clean. That's why those are like super great to have. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go and just do that circle. The next, and again, you wanna make sure that you're going up and down or side by side, whatever you guys are wanting to do. Or if you really want to make it like a circle softness, maybe we should do that. Okay, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna take our sander and we are just gonna go, because it's a circle, so let's go ahead and let's just go round and round. Sell first, no. Sophie came down, if you guys did not know. Sophie is our 13-year-old Shih Tzu. We've had this glorious cough, and I'm gonna have to call the vet because it is back. Oh, I know. And she just seems like she's hungry all the time because she's on prednisone. And she's been off of it for about 6 days, and now the cough is back again. So here we go. Trust me, she's hungry all the time. Okay. She still sleeps well, plays well, but she's very demanding. Go get your dad. Go get your dad. Go get a treat. Go get a popcorn. Right there. Go get a popcorn. Right there. Just a second. Come on, go. Go right here. Come on. Come on. Okay, Dad to the rescue. Okay, so here we go. Sorry about that. You gotta love your pets. Okay, I'm thinking that looks great. And again, you can give it as much roughness as you want, or don't rough it up at all. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna wipe that off. A big old tire. Okay, there is our circle, guys, okay? Again, this is our Rustic blueprint box, and this is so much fun. Minnie did a good job designing this one, so I can't take credit for this. I just paint it, she designs it. Now, since we have lines going this way, and these are engrooved, we're gonna go in and we're gonna take our sander this way, okay? And this one is gonna be a little bit different, and just go ahead and just go straight, and keep those strokes going straight across. Don't go jagged. Just take your time. And then as you go along here, we are gonna make a mess. So just remember, this is red, so we're gonna get a lot of red goobers. Okay? And then just keep going straight across. We're gonna go again. And then you're gonna apply pressure. And when you're doing the top of the circle, make sure that you keep that brush, your sanding paper, straight up and down, okay? Now I like to turn it around because I'm getting the same pressure going the same direction. And this 3M, it doesn't matter if you hold this way or this way, this knob is the same size, so your palm of your hand can grab onto it really good. And then just keep going. And if you want to take and just do the outer perimeter first, and if you don't want to drag it, just do the outer perimeter sanding it and then pull it across if you want. And again, just keep your pressure the same. And again, if you have like a scrap piece of wood that you want to practice on before you go on to your project, you can do that too. Now, see, like me, I'm putting pressure on the back of this because I just want to get that outer edge more rough than in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and go across again. Again, just keep going however you think you are excited and you're loving how it's looking. It's a good arm exercise, girls. Okay, I think I like that. Do you guys like that look? Now what we're gonna do is, you can tell it did take, this is why, if you're gonna sand it, this is why I tell you not to worry about putting a whole bunch of layers of paint, because it's just gonna take you longer to get that look you're wanting. So again, just take a dry paper towel and just wipe that down, and we're done, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we are actually going to remove this out of our way because we have a mess. And again, when you are sanding with paper, sanding paper, it will get messy, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and we're gonna start applying our pieces. And I have no needle nose pliers here, and I've got to get better about that. Okay. It doesn't matter which one you want to do first. I'm going to go ahead and do the outer perimeter first. And when you get your Rapid Fuse, if you have not used Rapid Fuse before, it is some major glue. Be very cautious when you use it. It is, it's awesome glue. But it's also dangerous if you are not paying attention when you're using it, because if you get it on your fingers, and you do not pull your fingers apart quick enough, you are going to have a disaster. Okay, so the main thing I'm going to tell you is that you want to go ahead and find a side, and then go ahead and go down again, and then you got a little bit of time to be able to just side that to where it needs to go, where Mindy has provided you that circle. I just spit on there. Did you see that? Okay. I did not mean to spit. See, Sonny could do goofy things. I have not had my coffee this morning. I did get my workout in this morning, you guys. Okay. I love this. This makes me so excited. I do like perfect hangers, but I am a primitive girl. I like staining. I like standing. All of the above. Okay. So now, I would highly suggest, and I'm going to do this because my luck, I'm going to get glue on here and I'm going to make a mess. I highly recommend you not doing this over that when you're going to apply this glue, because the glue will dry and you will see it if you get a dribble somewhere. So you've only got so much time, and you can just do little dots. You've only got so much time, and then this will start drying, okay? This is the glue if you do come to the patch and you do a class and we do not apply any staples. This is the glue that we use because it is weather happy. It is fast. That's why they call it Rapid Fuse, because it is Rapid Fuse, honestly. It's better than crazy glue. It's better than super glue. It is the most awesomest stuff ever. Okay, now when it comes to this, this is when you just need to concentrate and start at the top, kind of see your guidelines, and then just watch. And you can start pressing down, not press down, but let it down where you can see where you've covered it all. Again, you got a little bit of time for wiggle room, but not very much. Okay. Now, if this makes you nervous and you feel like you need to put pressure on, go ahead. But really, it will be connecting here shortly. And then honestly, once it's on there, you cannot get it off. You just can't. It is that awesome of a glue. Okay, now we go ahead and we're gonna apply our wire, and we supply the wire for you because sometimes you gals don't have wire where you can go grab it. I buy this at Menards, and this is actually back in where you're going to do payment. And I can't tell you what gauge it is. I think it's 18 gauge. And I can't find the hole, of course. So there you go. Okay, so you're gonna pull that through. And wherever you are going to put this in your house, totally dropped my paintbrush. Wherever you're gonna put this in your house, always think of your measurement. Now, if you want to, you can go to your door so you know exactly how long you need your wire on your door hanger or your 3M hook. And get your tape measure and measure from here to here so you have the right length for it. And then, since I forgot my needle nose pliers, we're gonna use these, and I'm sure they'll work just as good. And then just keep curling and curling and curling. And you can make big curls, you can make small curls, you can pull it up around if you want to. I kind of like big, bulky, and don't overthink it. Just let the wire just do its thing, and there you go. Now, when I was talking about greenery, this is where if you are like a little bit of splash of green, you can take your bow and you could put a couple sprigs of green down here and put your bow down there. Again, we just put our bow, over here. Now, if you have the nailer, you're more than happy to do the nailer, or if you want to, just go ahead and get a little dab of glue. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this right in here. And I've tied this, and if I did not get your twine cut all the way down, just when you're going to put that glue down there, just hold that down and set that on there, okay? We've got our glue plugged in. Now, I will honestly tell you, if you have had your glue and you have not squeezed any glue out of it before you apply it on any surface you're gluing, always take some glue and squeeze it on that pad. And this is a cordless, chargeable. It's awesome. And I can show you one on Amazon too. Otherwise, this one I bought at Walmart, or not Walmart, but Hobby Lobby. But always squeeze some out, because that way then you don't have any excess glue coming on your surface that you don't want. Because again, trying to get it off fast is going to be impossible because the glue is hot, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and you're just going to put that right there. You're going to hold it for a little bit. And then again, don't try to put glue on your button. Put glue on here first and then apply your button. And then there's that. Okay, there you go. I do not think I'm gonna put any polka dots in here. I think I'm gonna leave it just plain because we've already given it that rustic look. And we are actually going to do a this and that this week. And I would love to hear from you guys if you like the country style look or if you like the more finished look. So again, I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna lay this one. This is the 3 layers of red, 3 layers of white, and 2 layers of black. And then when to do polka dots, since we didn't do polka dots today, you're gonna have that paint on your plate and you're gonna go dip, dot, 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 dip, dot, 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 okay? And if you're just a one dotter, just go dip, dot, dip, dot, dip, dot. If you don't want your polka dots to be perfect, just go dip, dot, dot, dip, dot, dot. I always keep my plate next to the surface that I'm painting because you don't want that excess paint to drip on there. If by chance, that does happen, you're always more than welcome to make sure it dries. Don't try to go wipe it up because you're just gonna smear white paint over that and then you're just gonna cry. And if anybody's gonna cry, it's only gonna be Sonia crying. But the best way to fix that is to go ahead, dry it really good, go get that red, dip that red and dip that right over that polka dot that you accidentally dripped that you don't want it there. And then it may take 2 coats of your red dripping to fix it. So just remember, there's always a way to fix it. Don't overthink it. Just have fun. And we would love to have you guys join the Rustic Blueprint family, because when we get our group together next month, it's going to be so much fun because we can share our pictures with each other, and I can give you tips. Well, I'll do like Tip Tuesday. If I'm at Hobby Lobby, find something new, and I'm super excited about it, I'm going to share it with you guys within that group. So go to I will get the link to our website, put that below, and have you guys join our Rustic Blueprint, because then that way, next month, you get it. They always ship out the first week of every month, and your card will be charged the 15th of each month. So just know that it's $45, and if it's shipping, I think it's $14 for shipping, or you can do a store pickup. This makes a great gift for somebody. I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll just have to talk to Mindy so we can control that, because we are moving our website to a Shopify. We just haven't got it there. We're just, after the first of the year, have it ready to go at the end of the year. So this is the completed one, just regular, no sanding, no nothing. And then this is the one that we have sanded. And again, if you want to, you can put a little bit of glitter on it. And I should have brought my glitter can, because I do have a favorite glitter at Hobby Lobby that I do like to buy. Okay, that is it. And if you love this little cute red ribbon, it is on sale at Hobby Lobby at half off right now. It's super cute. And the buttons I bought at Walmart in a little jar, super cute too. And that is it. Okay guys, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my DIY. It is 7:44, so I've been with you for about 35 minutes this morning. It goes by so fast. And if you want to join the family, go to rusticpatch.com and find boxes and put Rustic Blueprints. And again, we would love to have you join us next month, because it's 2024. Why not start off a new year with the family of the Rustic Patch and the Rustic Blueprint boxes? Okay, guys, we will be talking to you soon. Have a fabulous day, and